Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Chasers Edge home run slate breakdown. We are looking at Wednesday, August 12th. And before we get into the slate breakdown, we got to go over Dinger Tuesday, man. What a day. What a night. We finally had a crazy Dinger Tuesday. Still some games going on as I'm starting this recording, but we had 36 home runs. A lot of guys that were due or hadn't been hitting home runs in the past week or so did go. You can see a lot of the guys here that went. And shit, 36 slate home runs. We called 11 so far on yesterday's video. So you can see them here. The longest shot on this list is Jacob Young. But we also had Joe Adele. Suzuki was my play of the day. He went for us. Abreu, Olsen, Alonso, Vargas, Peterson, Carroll, Caminero, and Butler. So a lot of really good picks from yesterday's video. And we're on fire, man. The last few days have been really good. Lot of good hits in the Discord tonight as well. And yeah, love to see all of the winning slips. And we'll keep it rolling here, man. I need, for a big slip that I have in, I need Shohei Ohtani to hit one. And as of right now, he's 0 for 2 as I'm recording this. So hoping he could come through in the later half of the game. But Chex also had a really good day. 7 home runs called for him. Love to see that. And yeah, overall, just really good. So let's, of course, keep it going here. And we're going to flip over to Wednesday's slate. As this is loading here, make sure you drop a like on the video. And subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here. I post these videos every single day, going through the entire slate game by game. And like I said, we've been on fire. Last few days, we've called at least a third of the home runs that were hit on the slate. And yeah, we, like I said, go through game by game and pick guys to homer based off of the model here, but also pitching matchups and batter stats. But this model here is the Chasers Edge. It's currently free to access. All you have to do is join the Chasers Edge Discord. So I'm going to link that in the comments below. Make sure you're in there and you can access everything that we're going through on this video. We have a few other tabs as well for hits. You can make your own picks in the community and climb up the leaderboard there. And then we have our Chasers picks here as well. So everything that I put or call out on the video will be logged in this picks tab. The victims tab is good here too. It does show each pitcher on the slate, and then it shows instead of game by game, it's just all the pitchers and who the model likes to homer against them. So that's another popular tab there. But join the Discord below, and other than having access to the model, it's also a great community. We've got over 900 people in there, talking about different pairs and good conversations throughout the day about the baseball slate. So pop in there and join the conversation. But let's go ahead and get started. We're starting with the Orioles and the Twins in Minnesota. And the wind's blowing in from left field at 7 miles an hour. We've got Zebby Matthews on the mound here for the Twins. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up 17 home runs on the year. Pretty even splits between lefties and righties, you could say. Per 9, he's given up a little bit more to righties, but lefties have a better average against him. Top game day threats: Mayo, Encarnacion, Alonso, O'Neill. Model percentage, O'Neill, Mayo, Alonso, Encarnacion. Matchup, not saying much. Top zone fits, Henderson, Mayo, Cowser, Tavares, and Alonso. All right, I'm going back to Pete here for a back-to-back. Really liking him here. Good zone fit, good matchup. He's hot. We're going Alonso. And I'm also going to go back to Holiday, too, as a long shot. So I think this might be the third. No, I don't think I took Holiday yesterday. Well, I took him yesterday. I don't think I took him the day before. But we're going to go back to him. Holiday long shot. He's been hitting the ball very good. Good zone fit. He hits fastball as well. Zebby's throwing a lot of fastballs. So, yeah, Alonso and Holiday here. Shane Baz is on the mound for the O's. Right-handed pitcher. He's been pretty good this year, only given up 10 home runs and damn near 600 batters faced. So it's really held up against the long ball. Lefty's hitting a little bit better than righties against him, but still a very tough matchup here for the Twins. Top game day threats, Royce, Bell, Clemens, Larnach, and Jeffers. Model percentage, Larnach, Clemens, Bell, Jackson, Royce, and Culpepper. Top zone fits, nothing great, but Clemens, bit of a drop-off, Keyshaw, Jackson, Bell. And history-wise, Bell and Larnach have extra base hits against Baz. All right, I'm going to go with a long shot here and go Larnach. And I like Clemens here, too. If I was going to go with the second, I'd go with Clemens. But, again, it is a tough matchup for the Twins here. Phillies, Cardinals are next in St. Louis. Wind blowing out to right field at 14 miles an hour. Good for lefties. Kyle Leahy is on the mound for the Cardinals. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 12 home runs this year. A little bit more vulnerable for home runs to lefties, but very much so with averages. Lefties hitting much better against him. Top game day threats, Schwarber, Harper, Hill, Turner, De La Cruz. Model percentage, Harper, Schwarber, Hill, Turner, De La Cruz. Brandon Marsh getting a matchup boost here. Top zone fits, Turner, Sosa, Real Muto, Harper, Bohm, Marsh, and Schwarber. And just Marsh is the one Philly that has history against Leahy. He has an extra base hit against him in the past. All right, I'm liking Schwarber a lot here. Gonna go with him. I'm really liking lefties here with the matchup, but also the wind. So I could see Harper going too. I'm gonna stay off of him just because he's been slumping a bit. Schwarber's been hitting the ball better. He hit 2 the other day. So I'm going to go with him, and I'm going to go back to Marsh as a long shot. He's long overdue, and we're finally getting guys that are due picking up. So I like that he's got an extra base hit against Leahy. He looks good and matches up well with the pitch mix. So we'll go Schwarber, Marsh here for the Phillies. Zach Wheeler's on the mound for the Phillies, right-handed pitcher. He's given up 14 home runs this year. So he's definitely vulnerable to give up a home run or two. Lefties have hit more off of him, so again, with the wind, that might be the best bet here. But top game day threats, Walker, Burleson, Crooks, Pereira. Model percentage, Crooks, Burleson, Pereira, Prito. Nothing for the matchup. Top zone fits, Herrera, Wynn, Burleson, Walker, Pajes, Jordan. And just Mason Wynn has an extra base hit. All right, I'm going with Burleson here. I think he matches up the best. Love the lefty play here with the wind blowing out to right, and yeah, overall just looks good. Good zone fit too. So we're just gonna stick with one here against Wheeler. Good pitcher, and we'll take Burleson. Next, we've got the Rays and the A's in Sacramento. A's at home. Wind blowing out to center, 9 miles an hour. Drew Rasmussen's on the mound for the Rays. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up only 12 home runs this year. He has given up majority of his home runs to lefties, 9 of the 12 to left-handed batters. Top game day threats: Soderstrom, Muncy, Servin, Geloff. Model percentage: Soderstrom, Servin, Bolte, Geloff. Matchup, not. I guess just because of history, Butler and Heimer a little ahead. And then top zone fits, nothing great, but Geloff, Wilson, Cortez, McNeil, Soderstrom. I mentioned before, Hyman and Butler each have a home run off of Rasmussen, and Walton has an extra base hit off of him. All right, I'm going back to Soderstrom here. I actually really like him against Rasmussen's pitch mix. So, easy pick here. And I'm going to leave it at that for the A's. I'm not really loving anyone else. And for the A's, pitching for the A's, we've got Jack Perkins. He's not officially listed, so I had to plug him in here, and we're not going to get the game day threat with the model because that's only calculated for the starter. But we can see some zone fits here: Valade, Aranda, Caminero, Fortes, Diaz, all with DeLuca too, and Simpson all with good zone fits. And forgot to mention Perkins' stats too. He's a right-handed pitcher. 15 home runs given up this year. Definitely vulnerable against the long ball. Even splits among left-handed and right-handed batters. So the whole board is open here. All right, we saw pretty much the entire Rays offense hit a home run yesterday, except for Aranda. And I'm liking him here against Perkins. So we're going to ride with him. I like Junior as well. He can definitely go 3 days in a row. So I got to take him. I got to take Junior here. And so right now, Aranda and Junior, I think I may add another as well. I'll take Liam Hicks too for more of a long shot. I think this is a matchup that warrants 3 picks here with Perkins on the mound, the Rays hitting a ton of home runs yesterday in the minor league ballpark that is the A's temporary stadium. So, yep, definitely taking 3 there. And that does it for that game. Next up, we got the Rockies and the Diamondbacks in Arizona. So no weather factors. Merrill Kelly is pitching for the Diamondbacks. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up 23 home runs this year. A little bit more vulnerable to left-handed batters. You can see 15 of his 23 home runs have been from lefties. Top game day threats: Goodman, Castro, Moniak, Beck, Sullivan. Model percentage: Goodman, Castro, McCarthy, Moniak, Tovar. Matchup favoring Tovar and Moniak. Top zone fits: nothing great, but Johnston, Rumfield, McCarthy, Moniak, Tovar, Norby, and Goodman. History here, Tovar has 5 extra base hits, 2 of them home runs. Moniak has 2 extra base hits. Beck and Goodman each with a home run. And Beck has an extra base hit on top of that as well. All right, I'm going to go with a couple long shots here. I'm liking Tovar just with his history against Kelly. And for even more of a long shot, I'm liking Rumfield here as well. So we'll go Tovar and Rumfield for the Rocks. Pitching for the Rockies, Ryan Feldner, right-handed pitcher. He has given up 18 home runs this year. A little bit more vulnerable to right-handed batters. 10 of his 18 have been given up to righties. He's faced less righties than lefties. Top game day threats: Carroll, Marte, McCann, Kepler, Locklear. Model percentage: Arenado, McCann, Tawa, Perdomo, and Waldschmidt. Matchups like in Nootbaar a little bit here. Top zone fits: Barossa, Vargas, Perdomo, Kepler, Ketel, Arenado, and Waldschmidt. And then some guys with extra base hits against him: Nootbaar and Arenado. All right, I'm liking Corbin to go back to back here, like how he looks against Feltner. And I am also liking Arenado here. So we'll go Corbin, Arenado for the D-backs. Next game, we've got the Astros and the Giants. Wind blowing out to center field at 13 miles an hour. We do not have an official pitcher here for the Giants. I'm not seeing who that may be just yet, so make sure you're in the Discord so you can access the model here, and when the Giants pitcher gets posted, you could come in here and see who you like for the Astros. I will update my picks if I can as well. Same thing for the Astros here, but I am seeing that Brian King will be pitching, or looking like he's going to be pitching. It's not official yet, so make sure you double check and make sure this is the case. Left-handed pitcher. He has given up 7 home runs this year, 6 of them to righties. Righties hitting much better against him. That's what we'll target here. The zone fits aren't great, but Devers, Barakoto, Koss, Adames, Eldridge. All right, I'm going to go with Basabe here. He's been looking good since getting called up and hitting well against lefties since. So just going to stick with him, and tougher game here without official pitchers listed. So just make sure you check back in. Next up, we've got the Brewers and the Padres. Wind blowing across to right field at 8 miles an hour in San Diego. Robbie Ray is on the mound for the Padres, left-handed pitcher. He has given up 16 home runs this year. 15 of them have been against right-handed batters. So he has only given up 1 home run to a lefty. We'll be looking at righties here for the Brewers for sure. Top game day threats: Bowers, Churio, Mitchell, Sanchez, Lockridge, and Vaughn. Model percentage: Bowers, Vaughn, Churio, Lockridge, Ortiz, Terang. Matchup likes Sanchez and Vaughn a little bit here. Top zone fits: Contreras, Ortiz, Mitchell, Vaughn, Churio. And then a decent amount of history, or some history actually, just Sanchez and Vaughn with home runs, and then just Lockridge and Yelich with extra base hits. All right, I'm loving how Churio looks here against Robbie Ray. He'll be up there for pick of the day. He's looking really good. As far as it stands right now, that's my pick of the day. And I'm also going to take Andrew Vaughn as a long shot. gone to him a couple times, and he hasn't hit for us, but I like him in this spot. Matches up well. The righty on left match up to decent zone fit. He's got a home run off of Robbie Ray in the past, so liking Vaughn there. Dustin May's on the mound for the Cardinals. Not the Cardinals. He was on the Cardinals, but for the Brewers. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up 8 home runs this year, and 6 of them have been to left-handed batters. So definitely more vulnerable to lefties, but has not given up a lot of home runs. Top game day threats: Merrill, Machado, Tatis, France, Bowen. Model percentage: Merrill, France, Tatis, Hayes, Machado. Matchup is like in Cronenworth a little bit here. And then top zone fits: Tatis, France, Merrill, Rengifo, Song, Sheets, Campusano. Some history here for the Padres. You've got Machado with 4 extra base hits, 2 home runs. Tatis, France, and Cronenworth each with 1 home run. Tatis has an extra base hit on top of that too, and then Hayes and Bogarts with an extra base hit. All right, I'm gonna go back to Manny here. He's hit Dustin May pretty good in the past, and if I'm gonna go with a long shot, I like Gavin Sheets here. Tougher matchup for the Padres, but yeah, I'm liking Manny, and I'm liking Sheets. Guardians and Tigers are next in Detroit. Wind blowing across to left field at 10 miles an hour. Foster Griffin is on the mound for the Guardians. Left-handed pitcher. He's given up. We got to fix this total. He's given up 21 home runs this year. Even splits between lefties and righties. Righties hitting better for average against him. Much smaller sample size versus lefties. So, but I mean, still he's giving up a decent amount of home runs to lefties. Top game day threats: Valencia, Green, Torkelson, Lee, Dingler. I think Green got hurt in yesterday's game too, so he might not play today. But model percentage: Dingler, Valencia, Torque, Green, Lee. Matchup, not really saying much. Top zone fits: Green, McGonigal, Torque, Lee, Outman, Dingler. All right, my favorite here is Dingler. Loving him in this spot. He's up there for pick of the day too. And a long shot here, but I'm going to go with Baez. His cutter's good. I like him against lefties. Hasn't hit a ton of home runs this year, but yeah, we'll go Dingler and Baez here. Framber Valdez is on the mound for the Tigers. Left-handed pitcher. He's given up just 12 home runs this year. He has been pretty good against the long ball. Even splits between lefties and righties, but he faces much more righties since he's a lefty. Top game day threats: Hoskins, Lowe, Adele, Janeo, Bailey, and Martinez. Model percentage: Hoskins, Adele, Bailey, Lowe, DeLauder, Hedges. Matchups like an Adele and Ramirez. Top zone fits: DeLauder, Bazana, Lowe, Quan, Ramirez, Adele, and Hoskins. Some history here. 3 guys have homered off Valdez: Adele, Lowe, and J-Rom. All of them have more extra base hits on top of that. And then Hoskins and Rocchio both have an extra base hit. All right, my favorite here for the Guardians is definitely J-Rom. Good zone fit. He's hit Framber well in the past, and he hits lefties very good. I always like J-Rom against lefties. He hasn't homered since coming back from injury, so he's due, and he has been still hitting the ball well. So really liking J-Rom here. We'll also take Adele here as our number 2 to go back to back. He went for us yesterday. But yeah, two guys that have hit Valdez good in the past. And we're going to go back with Adele here. Next is the Pirates and the Marlins in Miami. Wind blowing out to center, but that doesn't matter because we are in a dome. Jason Junk's on the mound for the Marlins. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 12 home runs this year. Only 350 batters faced, so definitely vulnerable against the long ball. A little bit more so to righties, but lefties hitting much better for average against him. So we'll say everything's open here. Top game day threats: Valdez, Lau, Endy, Davis, Flores. Model percentage: Valdez, Lau, Reynolds, Endy, and Gonzalez. Matchups like in Horowitz, Lau, and Gonzalez. It's Jacob Gonzalez. Top zone fits: Horowitz, Reynolds, Davis, Triolo, Lau. And then just Horowitz has history against Junk with an extra base hit. All right, I'm liking Lau here. Looking good across the board. And I'm also going to go with Horowitz for a long shot. Good zone fit. He's got an extra base hit and has only at bat against Junk in the past. So Lau and Horowitz here for the Pirates. Carmen Ladzinski on the mound here for the Pirates. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up 8 home runs this year. He's been pretty good against giving up home runs. 6 of them have been against lefties. So lefties definitely hitting better against him. It's probably where we'll target here, which makes sense for the Marlins too. Got a lot of lefty power. But top game day threats: Conine, Herberto, Casey, Mack. Model percentage: Conine, Herberto, Mack, Casey. Forgot Stowers is out too, so nothing on the matchup. Top zone fits: Marcy, Conine, Hernandez, Ramirez, Edwards, Mac, Lopez, Casey, Sanoja. All right, I'm really liking Owen Casey here. Looks good against Ladzinski's pitch mix. He has been tough against home runs, so I may just leave it at 1 here. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at 1 for the Marlins, just with Casey. Next, we've got the Cubs and the Nationals in Washington. Wind blowing out to right field at 5 miles an hour. Better for lefties. Jackson Kent is pitching here for the Nationals, rookie pitcher. So we don't have any stats on him, but he is a lefty. All right, given it's a lefty on the mound, I'm gonna go with Dansby here. And I'm also liking Tyrone Taylor. I'm assuming he's going to play against the lefty, and he hits lefties very, very good. So we'll go Dansby and Taylor here. David Peterson on the mound for the Cubs. Left-handed pitcher. He's given up 11 home runs this year. Definitely more vulnerable against righties for average, but lefties for home runs. He's given up 5 home runs. Half of them have been against lefties, and he's faced a lot less lefties. Top game day threats: Cruz, Chaparro, Ortiz, Abrams, Pickney. Model percentage: Abrams, Chaparro, Lyle, Ortiz, Pickney. Nothing on the matchup. Top zone fits: Nunez, House, Young, Tena, Abrams, Ruiz. And we've got Cruz and Chaparro each with an extra base hit against him. All right, I'm liking Dylan Cruz here to go back to back. Hits lefties very, very good. He had one against Shota yesterday. And I'm going to leave it at that here for the Nats. Next is the Mariners and the Yankees. In Yankee Stadium, wind blowing in from center at 4 miles an hour. Bryce Miller is on the mound for the Mariners. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up 13 home runs this year. More vulnerable to right-handed batters. Top game day threats: Garcia, Jazz, Rice, McMahon, Jones, and Wells. Model percentage: Rice, Garcia, Wells, Jazz, Lombard, and Caballero. Matchup is favoring Jazz, and then top zone fits Rice, Jazz, Caballero, Goldie, Ramos, Garcia. Jazz has an extra base hit against Bryce Miller. All right. Ben Rice has been slumping a bit, but he sold us yesterday again. But I'm really liking him here. The numbers all look really good. Zone fits there. Yeah, it's all signs pointing to Benny Rice here. I'm also really liking Luis Garcia here. So go with the top dogs here, Rice and Garcia for the Yankees. Will Warren's on the mound for the Yankees, right-handed pitcher. He's given up 15 home runs. He's given up more to lefties. And lefties hitting better a little bit against him. Top game day threats for the M's: Raleigh, J-Rod, Canzone, Randy, Rivas. Model percentage: Raleigh, Canzone, Rosarena, J-Rod, Young. Matchup is favoring Brendan Donovan a little bit. Top zone fits: Canzone, Ward, Young, Rosarena, Emerson, Naylor. Some history here. Donovan's the only one with a homer. J-Rod and Taylor Ward each with an extra base hit against Warren. All right, my favorite here is Dom Canzone. The best zone fit. He matches up with the pitch mix very good. Really liking Canzone. He's up there for pick of the day as well. I'm also going to go back to Cole Young here for a long shot. Liking him with the zone fit pitch mix. He looks really good too. Red Sox and Blue Jays are next in Toronto. Jose Siriano's on the mound for the Blue Jays. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up 12 home runs this year, but 10 of the 12 have been to lefties. So righties are really not hitting well against him. We'll be targeting lefties. Top game day threats: Contreras, Abreu, Jones, Duran, Wong, Rutschman. Model percentage: Abreu, Contreras, Rafaela, Jones, White. Matchup likes Duran a little bit. Top zone fits: Abreu, Contreras, Wong, Duran, White, and Siegler. And Duran has a home run off of Soriano in the past. All right, I'm going to take Willie Abreu here again. Good zone fit, the left on right matchup. Tough matchup in general for the Red Sox here. And yeah, Willie has been hot. I'd like him to go back to back. We'll leave it at that for the Red Sox. Ranger Suarez is on the mound for the Sox. He's a left-handed pitcher. He has only given up 6 home runs on the season. So very limited long balls against Suarez. Lefties hitting better for average, but actually lefties are hitting them pretty good. If we have any lefties that hit left-handed pitchers well. Top game day threats: Okamoto, Sanchez, McAdoo, Valenzuela, Guerrero. Model percentage: Okamoto, McAdoo, Springer, Valenzuela, Sanchez. Nothing on the matchup. Top zone fits Clement, Springer, Smith, Kirk, Valenzuela, and Sanchez and Jimenez, each with an extra base hit. All right, not really loving this matchup for the Jays, but I do like Kazuma here. If I'm going with anyone, I am going to go with our boy Kazuma and leave it at that. For the Jays, Mets and Braves are next in Atlanta. Wind blowing out to right field at 6 miles an hour. Tyler Maley's on the mound here for the Braves. Right-handed pitcher. He's given up 14 home runs this year. And definitely more vulnerable to right-handed batters. Top game day threats: Alvarez, Beatty, Lindor, Arias, and Robert. Model percentage: we've got Beatty, Simeon, Lindor, Alvarez, Robert. Nothing on the matchup. Top zone fits: Simeon, Benj, Young, Arias, Beatty. And we've got Simeon and Alvarez each with a home run against Mahle. All right, I'm liking Lindor here. Go with him. And I'm going to take Jared Young as well as a long shot. Go back to him here. He's been hitting the ball really good. I like him against Mahle. Zach Thornton's on the mound for the Mets. Left-handed pitcher. He's been pitching really good. He's only given up 3 home runs this year. And righty's hitting better average against him, of course. He's a lefty, so that makes sense. But top game day threats: Olsen, Riley, Harris, Acuna, Yastrzemski. Model percentage: Olsen, Riley, Acuna, Thomas, Yastrzemski. Matchup is like an LB's here. Top zone fits: Riley, Harris, Thomas, Dubon, Smith, Baldwin. And then just LB's has a home run off of Thornton in the past here. All right, I'm going with Acuna here. Liking him the most on the Braves. And I'm also liking Austin Riley here for our second option. So we'll go Acuna and Riley. Good zone fit for Riley, and I think he matches up really well against Thornton's pitch mix. So that's it for this game. Reds and White Sox are next in Chicago. Wind blowing a little bit in from left field at 4 miles an hour. Luis Castillo is on the mound here for the Sox. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up 17 home runs on the year. Much more vulnerable to lefties, hitting better for averages, and much more home runs against him from lefties. Top game day threats: Suarez, Ellie, Stevenson, Stewart, Bleday. Model percentage: Suarez, Bleday, Ellie, Stewart, Trevino. Matchup: like in Bleday here. Top zone fits: Ellie, McLean, Stewart, Stevenson, Suarez. And then 3 guys have homered off of Castillo in the past: Ellie, Bleday, and Suarez. And then Trevino has an extra base hit. All right, I'm loving Bleday here. We went with him yesterday. He sold, but I like him here against Castillo. And if I was picking a second, I'd go Ellie. I prefer Bleday here, but I'm liking Ellie here too. He hit a homer off him, off of Castillo earlier this year when he was with Seattle. Rhett Lauder's on the mound for the Reds. Right-handed pitcher. He has given up 11 home runs this year, and 10 of them have been against lefties. So lefties hitting much better versus Louder. That's where we'll look here for the Sox. Top game day threats: Murakami, Vargas, Montgomery. It's Colson, Benintendi, Grichuk. Model percentage: Murakami, Montgomery, Mydrith, Vargas, Benintendi. Matchup not telling us much. Top zone fits: Antonacci, Quiro, Benintendi, Mydrith, Acuna, and Doyle. Alright, I'm liking Murakami here the most. So we're going with him. And then for my second, I am liking Benintendi here. Liking Tendi. And we'll leave it at that here for the Sox. Royals and Dodgers are next here in LA. Wind blowing out to right field at 6 miles an hour. Daniel Lynch is on the mound here for the Royals. He's a left-handed pitcher. He's given up 2 home runs this year against 193 batters faced. So he hasn't given up a ton of home runs. Both of them have been to righties. Top game day threats: Ohtani, Muncy, Fiducia, Teoscar, and Rortvet. Model percentage: Ohtani, Muncy, Teoscar, Tucker. Matchup likes Teoscar a bit here. Top zone fits: Muncy, Teoscar, Edmund, Pajes, Fiducia, Freeman, and Rojas. And Teoscar and Freddie each have a home run off of Lynch. Edmund with an extra base hit. All right, my favorite here is Pajes. I'm liking him the most against Lynch. And I'm going to go with Tommy Edman here as a long shot. Good zone fit, and he's hit well against Lynch in the past. So we'll go Pajes and Edman here. Eric Lauer is on the mound for the Dodgers. He's given up 22 home runs this year. He's a left-handed pitcher, and he's pretty even splits from a home run standpoint. Lefty's actually hitting him pretty good. Smaller sample size, of course, but top game day threats: Cags, Jensen, Witt, Rave, Maley. Model percentage: Cags, Perez, Jensen, Tolbert. Matchup is liking Witt. Top zone fits: Jensen, Lofton, Collins, Rojas, Witt, Massey, and Perez. Bobby Witt's got a home run off of Lauer, and Marte an extra base hit. All right, I'm going to go with Caglione here. Even with the left-on-left matchup, I'm liking him here against Lauer. And if I had to go with a second, I'm not really liking anyone else but Bobby Witt. So we'll go Cags and Bobby Witt, top dogs here for the Royals. All right, last game we got the Rangers and the Angels in LA. Wind blowing out to center at 8 miles an hour. George Klassen is on the mound here for the Angels. Young pitcher, right-handed pitcher. He has given up just 1 home run against 52 batters faced. So small sample size, but the 1 home run was given up against a righty. Top game day threats: Berger, Peterson, Langford, Foscue, Nimmo. Model percentage: Peterson, Duran, Nimmo, Langford, Langford, and Berger. Nothing for matchup. Top zone fits: nothing great, but Diaz, Seager, Foscue, Carter. All right, I'm going back to Peterson here, who went for us yesterday. Liking him against Klassen's pitch mix here. I'm also liking Nimmo here as my number 2. So we'll go Jacques and Nimmo for the Rangers. And pitching for the Rangers is Cal Quantrill, right-handed pitcher. He has given up 9 home runs this year. More vulnerable against lefties across the board. Top game day threats for the Angels: Trout, Siri, Lowe, Ballesteros, Darnode. Model percentage: Siri, Trout, Lowe, Guzman, Frazier. And nothing crazy on the matchup. Top zone fits: Peraza, Neto, Siri, Shanwell, Grisham, Heineman. And a few guys with history here against Quantrill. Siri with 2 extra base hits, Shanwell with 1, Frazier and Neto with 1. All right, I'm going to go with Siri here. Liking him a lot. Good history against Quantrill. And more of a long shot, but I'm going to go with Josh Lowe. He really has not been hitting the ball well, but I like the matchup here. And we'll leave it at that. And that does it for today's video. If you haven't already, drop the video here with a like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I post these every single day going through the slate. And we've been on fire. So subscribe and make sure you get notified when the video drops. And I will drop the link to the Chaser's Edge Discord in the comments as well. So make sure you're in there and you can access this site yourself and join the conversation on Discord. But good luck on your bets. Let me know in the comments who you're taking today. Love to see that. And yeah, good luck and let's win some more money today. See you tomorrow.